Hello, hello, welcome, 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 welcome. So, I'm actually having a self-care day as we speak, and I had a very stressful day, and I remembered I have this, which I really wanted to show you and look through with you. My boyfriend and I play this card game together called Exploding Kittens. And it's a card game that you can play with two people, which is really fun. And for Christmas, he got me the Recipes for Disaster Ultimate Game Collection. So this has 121 cards, the most popular cards from Exploding Kittens, and it includes a wearable cone of shame. And when I was unboxing this, I found all of the sounds that this box made extremely relaxing. And so I remembered that I wanted to show you. Okay. So this is the box. This is the box. So as you can see, we have the name of the game right here, which is Exploding Kittens. Recipes for Disaster. And as you can see, we have a little sad little man in a pot being cooked and seasoned by two little kittens. This game is really fun and very silly, but I really liked the way that this was organized. So, right here it says party game, ages 7 and up. You can have anywhere from 2 to 5 players, although I think me and Jack possibly have the ability to play with more because we have our original deck that did not come with this. It has 121 cards, the most popular cards from Exploding Kittens, 13 game recipes, play wild remixed versions of the classic game, and includes a wearable cone of shame. Okay. So, let's open it up. I'll put this over here. So, as you can see, right on the top of the package, as we open it, we have the cone of shame. So, basically, the way it works is if you're playing in a large group of people, if someone forgets the direction that you're going or asks whose turn it is, they are forced to wear this kind of cone. It says, "This side faces you. You this to yourself. Wear your shame. With this little cat. And then on the back, this says, face the arrow toward when we're going this way. So it just points out the obvious, which is the direction that you're playing. So, as you can see, there's these little areas in the box, and one is empty. So this is actually a place where you can put your completed deck of cards. And then these are little slots for your recipes. And then right here we have the rules, and I think this is the field guide. But it says, stop. You don't need to read this unless you have specific questions about the cards. Just read the rules to start playing. So, in here is just showing you each of the different types of cards and kind of explaining them. The best thing about this game, though, is that the cards really explain what they do on the actual card itself, so you don't really need to remember anything specifically. So as you can see here, it says exploding kittens, recipes for disaster, the rules. So it says 2 to 5 players, 121 cards, 13 recipe cards, 5 blank recipe cards, the cone of shame, the field guide. Okay. What is Exploding Kittens? The game is played by shuffling a few exploding kittens into the draw pile. The players take turns drawing a card until someone draws an exploding kitten. What happens? When that happens, the person who drew the card explodes. They're now dead and out of the game. This process continues until there's only one player left. That person wins the game. The more cards you draw, the greater your chances of drawing an exploding kitten. Basically, if you explode, you lose. If you don't explode, you win. And all of the other cards will lessen your chances of getting exploded by exploding kittens. Yes. So yes, this is the rules. Now, as you can see, the really interesting thing about this box's design is it has these individual slots for you to be able to organize your different types of cards, which I really liked. So when me and Jack opened this game, we put all of the cards in here, and I'll walk you through and take a look at all of those cards. So these are the recipe books. I'm going to flip it this way, I think. Or maybe I'm not. So we did organize them a little bit into the recipes that you can play with 2 players, so that me and him know which ones we can play when we're just playing together. And then the ones that you can play in a larger group. So we'll take a look at those. So this is what they look like. Oh, they're kind of... Oh no. Okay. So, also under here, they are your own recipe cards. parts, you can create your own games. And inside you can put the card type and card count, but you'll see more. So these are blanks, so you're really able to make your own, which I think is a really cute kind of addition to the game. So these are the ones. So this is what. So here they are. So these are kind of what they look like. On one side you kind of have a little description, and on the other you just have the little design here. And then on the inside you can see it tells you exactly how many cards, how many of what cards to put in. So yeah. So this one says that it's called an eye for an eye, and it's a game where you can usually see horrible things about to happen to you. You can play with 3 to 5 players. It approximately takes around 15 minutes to play this game. Each player starts with 7 cards plus a diffuse. So each player always starts the game. Usually, I guess, there's probably some that don't, but usually each player starts with a diffuse card. So if you get an exploding kitten, you usually have one shot to kind of diffuse it so you don't die right away. This one is called the Power Play. It's a game where there are no small moves. 3 to 5 players, playtime 15 minutes. Each person starts with 7 cards plus 1 diffuse. I'm curious to see there are no small moves. So what kind of cards are in here? Okay. Streaking kittens. Okay. I don't know. This one is sharing is caring. What's mine is yours. Even the bad stuff. Again, 3 to 5 players. 10 minutes this time. And each player starts with 5 cards plus a diffuse. And this is Black Hole. A game with only imploding kittens. 3 to 5. Playtime 15 minutes. Each player starts with 7 cards and no diffuse, or, if you're playing with 3 to 4 players, each person starts with 7 cards and no diffuses, or if you're playing with 5 players, each starts with 5 cards and no diffuses. Interesting. Now, imploding kittens have a little bit of a different kind of element to them. And so these are the ones that you can play with. Two players. So this one's called the Power Play, a game where there are no small moves, but for 2 players, yeah, so it's the same as the other one, but just kind of designed for less players. Attack of the attacks. How many turns in a row can you survive? The Meowsicist. A game of a lot of risk and a lot of reward. Oh, sorry. Danger mode, warning, highly explosive. I'm curious to see what's inside this one. 6 exploding kittens for how many players? 2 to 4, but still. Holy mackerel. Okay. That's a lot. Usually there's like 1, maybe 2. Sticky Fingers. A game where stealing, thievery, and general criminality are rewarded. Lightning Kittens, a 2-minute game. Sharing is caring. What's mine is yours, even the bad stuff, but for 2 players. Black Hole, the 2-player version with only imploding kittens. Nope Sauce. a game that is not going to go the way you planned. Yeah, so that's all of those. So as you can see, that's just like pretty cute. And then if I flip this around, these are the card slots. So over here we have all of the Exploding Kittens cards. So they all have their own drawings on them, which is super cute. And again, each card tells you exactly what you need to do with them, so it's really easy to learn how to play this game, which I like. The next one we have are the Imploding Kittens. So this says, when you draw this card, when drawn, when drawn face down, put back in the deck face up without using a diffuse card. When drawn face up, explode immediately, and this card cannot be diffused. So you kind of just like try to avoid, you can kind of like see your impending doom, trying to avoid it. This card is a new one to this pack, like it doesn't come in the original deck. These are Barking Kittens. When played, if anyone has another barking kitten, they explode or diffuse. Otherwise, keep it in front of you and it becomes a target when another is played. Yeah. So this is also a new card to the game. For us, at least. These are See the Future, so you can privately view the top 3 cards on the draw pile, which is helpful. Then this is See the Future times 5, so you can see the top 5 cards on the draw pile. Upside down unicorn. Suppose we can just flip it around. Is it a pig? Maybe it's a pig. I don't know. Or are they all kittens? Okay. This is Share the Future times 3, so you can actually view the future. View and rearrange the top 3 cards in the draw pile. Then show the cards to the next player. Interesting. Oh, this is in the wrong spot. Wait a second. Oh, maybe this is in the wrong spot. Because this is Alter the Future. Which is... Well, wait. Now I'm confused. Privately view and rearrange the top 3 cards in the draw pile and play at any time. View and rearrange the top 3 cards in the draw pile. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. I guess this one is in the wrong slot. It's supposed to be here. So yeah. Mark. What's mine? What's mine? No. What was yours is now mine. Choose a player and randomly pick one of their cards. They must keep that card facing outwards in their hands until it's played or stolen. Oh no, I'm falling apart. Targeted attack. So this is like fun if you are playing in a bigger group, I feel, because there's like regular attack cards, which usually just like attacks the next person in your row, but you can choose choose a specific person for this. Do not draw any cards. Force any player to take 2 turns. Play continues from that point. These must be the regular attacks. Oh no, shuffle. See, it gives you the ability to shuffle the deck. Garbage collection. Every player, including the one who played this card, must choose a card to shuffle into the draw pile. Draw from the bottom. You just draw a card from the bottom. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Nope cards. So basically, stop the action of another player. You can play this at any time. Attack cards. Do not draw any cards and force the next player to take 2 turns. I can't tell if I'm just like... Personal attack. Play this attack on yourself and take 3 turns in a row. Super skip. End your turn without drawing a card. If you're supposed to take multiple turns, end them all. I'll take that. Put this card in front of another player to steal the next card they draw from the draw pile. Looks like this. Reverse. Reverse the order and play your turn without drawing a card. When you're playing with 2 people, this is pretty much just a skip, though. Swap top and bottom. Swap the top and bottom cards of the draw pile. Bury. Bury something that you probably shouldn't be buried. End your turn by secretly putting the next card you draw back into the pile as if you had diffused it. Feral cats. So basically, you'll kind of be able to see in a second, but uses any cat card. These are actually like really freaking helpful. Okay, so these are more, they just got separated. So as you can see, so this is an example of that. So this is the Rainbow Ralphing cat, and this is a cat card and it's powerless on its own. Play 2 Rainbow Ralphing cats as a pair to steal a Rainbow Ralphing cat from another. So if you have 2 of these in your hands, like this, you can put them down and then blindly choose a card from your opponent's deck, basically. And then this is the same, but just bearded cat. So you need a pair of 2 of these cards, or you can use one of the feral cats in replacement. Also, I heard that if you place 3 cards, like 3 bearded cats, 3 rainbow ralphing cats, feral cat, whatever, you can just say, like, give me a card that you know they have, like, give me your diffuse or something. So this is Taco Cat. Same concept. This is the zombie cat. It's a little bit different. This cat card is powerless on its own. Play 2 zombie cats as a pair to steal a random card from the play. Oh, I thought it was a little bit different. But it's not. And then a streaking kitten. So, as long as this card is in your hand, you may draw and seek carefully hold the exploding kitten without blowing up. So if someone takes this card, you blow up. But you can just have an exploding kitten and just kind of live with it. Oh my goodness gracious, okay. It's a little bit finicky. I don't know if this is separate. Yeah, it is. This is the Catonic Bomb. Remove the exploding kittens from the deck, shuffle the deck, and then put all the kittens face down on top. Your turn ends after playing this card, so yeah, there's pretty much no way to avoid that. These are the diffuse cards, so instead of exploding, secretly put an exploding kitten back into the draw pile. I've never played a diffuse with it being secret. And then these are, more diffuses. Okay, I think Jack wanted all the diffuses to be on the end, so it's easy to find. Someone's dog is barking outside. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'll see you next time.